Alright, yo. Yeah, this, I guess you can call this my first commentary for Dark Souls 2. Don't mind the gameplay. It's just, clips that I got, pretty cool clips that I got while playing the game. If you want to base all your assumptions and all that crap off of my video clips, go ahead. Feel free, because, I'm not the best PvP player. But, I'm not, like, the scrubbiest. Now, to start this video off talking about this game, I want to say that it's a pretty cool game. It's great. It's it's what I expected and a little bit more. PvE wise, player versus environment. And if you ask me about this PvP, I can tell you that it's kind of butt cheeks. And I'm not saying that it's the worst thing to ever exist or anything like that. Hell, even Dark Souls 1 PvP was kind of broken. But the brokenness of Dark Souls 1 made it kind of technical, to the point where it was basically a technique. There were different techniques to get backstabs, or just techniques to do all types of different little crazy things, tricks and tips and all that stuff. In this game, which is still a fresh game, the game's still new. It's a baby. As far as PvP wise, no one's haven't really shown anything worth. I mean, because the PvP is straightforward. If you get guard broken, you can get critical, which is new. If I'm behind you, you get a backstab. If I parry you, you get freaking parried and you get critical. And I'm not saying like, I mean, it's the same thing from Dark Souls 1, but the fact that you have to confirm your backstabs, because backstabbing in this game in Dark Souls 2 is no longer I'm gonna run up behind you and you're gonna freeze and halt every action that you're doing so you can get penetrated and butt fucked by my fucking 90-inch fucking washing pole. So yeah, you now have to confirm your hits on this game, and by confirming your hits, I mean, like, you notice that the backstabs are different in this game, to the point where when you get a backstab, you punch them. So that means that's a backstab attempt. And you can get you can either confirm it while hitting them, because you virtually have to be behind them, like you have to be up behind them and you have to punch them, like literally hit them. And sometimes it doesn't work when they roll away. So like in the instance, like someone rolls, or like you attack and then they roll away, and then you see that open window for you to get a backstab and you punch. Sometimes it works, but in that case, let's go back to that situation where you're rolling and it whiffs. It feels like the window for backstabbing, when rolling, and all this other stuff is super tight. And I think it all depends on like the person's connection when you're fighting them and all that stuff. I don't know. But again, it's Dark Souls. It's not no freaking Virtua Fighter. It's not Tekken. It's not Soul Calibur. It's not freaking Street Fighter or anything. It's an RPG game. You can't be MLG in this game. Sorry. Like, you can be good at it. You can be good at parrying, and you can be good at all this other stuff and all these other dirty techniques that no one knows about, all that stuff. And again, it's Dark Souls 2. It's just, it's not, I don't think the game was supposed to be as technical as you think it is. Now, again, what was I going to say? I kind of lost train of thought. I was talking about technicality. Yes, alright. So, now between technicality and this game, I think that it relies on playstyle. There's all these different things that are in the game now that you can change your playstyle of. And I think, you know, that's where it lies, man. Like everybody wants to just like automatically just rush inside of your butt. Just get inside your ass. Like the very beginning of the match. That's what people want to do. They want to end the match as fast as they can, especially with people with great swords, man. Come on. They'll just run up there, I'm going to cut your head off. That's what they want. They want to get that one hit so you can die. Now, to counter that, honestly, I just run away. Yeah, I play lame, man. You got to do it. In this game, if it all depends on whose weapon is better. If you're using a club against somebody using a halberd or like some crazy weapon, you're not, I mean, it all relies on how you play with it. You know, because some guy can have, you know, a really good curved sword or flachion or whatever, those curved swords or whatever. And you freaking trying to beat his beat his strikes with a club, which are generally more slow. There's, you know, you only hit in certain directions. You can't cover the whole perimeter of, you know, your attacks. So you're kind of almost left open. And the stun lock on clubs are good, like maces and stuff like that, but it's not as good as like if someone had a curved sword. So it all depends. Like if you lock on and you're like, all right, R1 spam contest, whose weapon is better? You can't do that anymore because you're gonna lose. And then if you don't decide to play lame, you're gonna run away and space out and not gonna space out and all that stuff. You're gonna lose. For instance, the weapon that I'm using in this video, the Heide spear, it only has one attack, one direction, and that is it. And that is forward. That's it. You know, like, yo, it's a pretty tough weapon to use until you develop your playstyle with it. Because you can't sideswipe, you can't do any type of freaking, you know, wide range attack. It only has long range attacking forward. Now, what people, what might seem weird in my videos when I play is that I run away. I get in their face and then I just run past them. And I'm not fishing for a backstab. I'm waiting for them to try to swing or do something so I can at least capitalize on their mistakes. And, you know, that's my play style. Like, I don't do it all the time, but if someone wants to rush up to me and try to chop my head off the first 30 seconds of the match, that's how I'm going to play. Hell, I even do it at random times. I can't, you know, if I know I can poke them with it, you know, it's good. But again, you have to play differently with this spear, with certain weapons and all that stuff. I mean, if you want to, you can get a curved sword, you can get a katana, you can two-hand that shit all day and just start slicing and dicing. If you want to. But that's not my play style. I'm not really a rush down type of person. I'd rather have the patience, and I'd rather have the patience and wait for them to mess up and capitalize on it rather than just go in and go ham, man. Going ham and trying to just chop your balls off the first 2 seconds of the match. That's not me. But again, some people even like to stay back and shoot arrows, which I think, you know, is cool, but you know, I'm not that type of thing. You just got to mix up the play styles. But regardless, I don't know. But I don't know, that's all from me. That's all I really kind of have to say about the game right now. So peace out.